What if every argument could end with calm, not chaos? Imagine settling disagreements without raised voices, hurt feelings, or days of silent treatment. Today, you'll discover a step-by-step roadmap to transform tense moments into constructive conversations. We'll uncover why drama steals solutions, how to spot your personal triggers, and a simple 4-word framework that quells conflict instantly. You'll learn to listen so deeply it diffuses tension, reframe disputes as shared puzzles rather than battlefields, and set boundaries that build respect instead of walls. By the end, you'll see that conflict isn't the enemy. It's a chance to strengthen trust and understanding. Ready to trade drama for peace? Let's dive in. Why drama derails solutions? Drama is less about passion and more about distraction. When emotions flare, our brains flood with stress hormones that shut down rational thinking and amplify misunderstandings. You know the scene. One raised tone spirals into a shouting match, and within seconds, both sides are so busy defending themselves they forget the original issue. Solutions vanish under a cloud of hurt feelings and blame. The real cost? Wasted time, damaged relationships, and resentment that festers long after the argument ends. Recognizing that drama hijacks your brain is the first step toward regaining control. Without that emotional derailment, you free up mental space for calm problem solving. And that clarity paves the way for every technique we'll cover next. Spotting your hot buttons. Before you can stay calm, you need to know what pushes you over the edge. Maybe it's a dismissive tone, a sarcastic remark, or being interrupted mid-sentence. These hot buttons vary from person to person, but they all share one characteristic. Once pressed, they trigger an emotional hijack that makes you react defensively. Take a moment after your next disagreement to ask, what one thing set me off? Pinpointing these triggers lets you anticipate emotional spikes before they explode. When you know a phrase or behavior sets you off, you can pause, breathe, and choose a different response. That simple awareness turns potential flashpoints into opportunities for calm. And once you master your triggers, you're ready for the words that actually resolve conflict. DEAR method for calm communication. Meet the DEAR blueprint. Describe, express, ask, respond. First, describe the situation without judgment. When you arrived late. Next, express your feelings clearly. I felt worried and undervalued. Then, ask for what you need. Could you let me know if you'll be delayed? Finally, respond with gratitude or clarification. Thanks for understanding. What's your plan for next time? This 4-step phrase diffuses tension by focusing on observable facts and genuine emotions instead of blame. It invites collaboration rather than sparking defensiveness. Practice weaving DEAR into your next tense conversation and watch how quickly it shifts the tone. With these words, you're not attacking, you're inviting a solution. Active listening versus waiting to talk. True connection happens when you listen to understand, not just to reply. Too often, we're silently rehearsing our counter-argument while the other person speaks. That split focus sends a clear message. You're not really hearing me. Instead, practice pausing before you speak, maintaining eye contact, and asking clarifying questions like, "What did you mean by that?" Reflect back key points. "So you felt ignored when I..." This simple mirroring shows you value their perspective and builds trust. When both sides feel heard, defensive walls come down and empathy takes over. That's when solutions flow naturally, because you've created a safe space for honest dialogue. Finding the win-win. Conflict isn't a zero-sum game. It's a puzzle waiting to be solved together. Reframe disagreements as joint challenges rather than battlegrounds. Ask, what outcome would satisfy both of us? Brainstorm options openly. Maybe adjusting timelines, swapping responsibilities, or alternating decision-making power. When each person contributes ideas, ownership replaces opposition. This collaborative approach sparks creativity and uncovers solutions you might never have considered alone. Plus, shared problem-solving strengthens your bond and trust for the long haul. Remember, you're on the same team, not on opposing sidelines. Boundaries that build respect. Boundaries are not walls. They're guardrails that keep conversations safe and focused. Healthy limits can include agreeing on timeouts. Let's pause and revisit this in 20 minutes. Tone checks. We agree to no yelling. Or topic boundaries. We won't bring up past hurts. Setting these rules up front prevents emotional runaways and keeps both parties accountable. Boundaries also signal self-respect. You value kindness and clarity over reactive arguments. When enforced calmly, they create a framework where tough issues can be tackled without fear of escalation. And consistent boundary setting trains everyone to engage more mindfully, making future conflicts smoother. Turning conflict into growth opportunities. Every disagreement holds a hidden lesson, if you're willing to find it. After a resolution, reflect on what you learned about yourself and the other person. Did you discover a new trigger? A communication style that works best? Use these insights to refine your approach next time. Share your takeaways. I realize that I react when I'm interrupted, so I'll try stating my point more clearly. Inviting the other person to share their lesson turns conflict into a collaborative growth exercise. Over time, this habit transforms conflict from a painful interruption into a powerful tool for mutual development. By celebrating each breakthrough, big or small, you reinforce the idea that challenges strengthen relationships, not weaken them. Every step forward in calmer conflict deserves recognition, both privately and with those you've resolved issues with. Take a moment after each successful conversation to acknowledge what went well. Maybe you caught yourself before reacting, used "dear" to express your needs, or actively listened when emotions ran high. Celebrate these wins with a simple note to yourself. Jot it in your journal or share your success with a supportive friend. Better yet, thank your conversation partner for their role in that breakthrough. I appreciate how you stayed open when we talked. This positive reinforcement not only cements the new behavior in your own mind, but also encourages the other person to continue engaging constructively. Over time, these small celebrations weave into a new pattern where calm, respectful dialogue becomes your default. Embracing and honoring your growth ensures that each conflict transforms into an opportunity for deeper connection. So here's your complete conflict resolution toolkit. Recognize drama, spot triggers, use the DEAR method, listen actively, find win-wins, set respectful boundaries, manage the emotional aftermath, and turn every dispute into a growth opportunity. Each step builds on the last to transform tension into deeper connection. Next time conflict arises, remember, it's not a roadblock, but a stepping stone towards stronger bonds. If these strategies helped you, hit like. Subscribe for more psychology-backed tips and share one insight you'll apply in your next tough conversation.